Meaningwave.com. Because happiness is a side effect of meaning.
Akira.
Bienvenidas. What's up, gang? How you doing? What up? How you feeling out there? Welcome to the show. My name is Akira The Don, as DJ Wavelord, architect of the Meaningwave universe. Chance for you, son. Why the best books have not yet been written? The best race that hasn't been run. The best score that hasn't been measured. The best song that hasn't been sung. The best tune that hasn't been played yet. Cheer up, for the world is young. No chance when the world is just eager for things that you ought to create. Its store of true wealth is still meager. Its needs are incessant embrace. It yearns for more power and beauty. More laughter, more love, more romance. More loyalty, labor and duty. No chance, well it's nothing but chance. For the best place that hasn't been ranked yet. The best house that hasn't been planned. The highest peak hasn't been climbed yet. The mightiest rivers aren't spanned. Don't worry and fret, faint-hearted. The chances they have just begun. For the best jokes they haven't been started. And the best work it hasn't been done. are smitten. You think there's no chance for you, son? Why the best books have not yet been written? The best race, it hasn't been run. The best score, it hasn't been made yet. The best song, it hasn't been sung. The best tune, it hasn't been played yet. Cheer up, for the world is young. For the best verse, it hasn't been rhymed yet. Yeah. The best house, it hasn't been planned. The highest peak hasn't been climbed yet. The mightiest rivers span. Don't worry, the chances they have just begun. For the best jokes, they haven't been started. And the best work, it hasn't been done. Yeah! What's up, gang? How you feeling like that? Welcome to the show.
Akira The Don is a British musician, DJ, and producer. He's worked in genres as diverse as
What up?
hip-hop, indie, dance, and more recently, perhaps, something that has come to be known as Meaningwave.
I cut the speech up with the beat, added some cracking vital. The older I get, the more I know just how little I know. Most men living one bad day away from being a wino. Many sing along, but how many can hit the high notes? But for the grace of God, go idle. Hello, hi, pretty fly for someone from such a place as I. You might not walk, but you might fly. Bet we live in such a time. It's a beautiful day to be alive. I'm live. Bit of week of recorded human history, head damn shout.
Akira.
He's got clout. Fuck that shit into existence. Perseverance plus persistence. Don't need motivation. We got meaning. Discipline equals freedom. It's that. What? Meaningwave. What? Yeah. Meaningwave. What?
A combination of metered spoken word and music chosen for its emotional and conceptual appropriateness.
That's
from
right.
some of my sayings and my talks.
That's right.
Akira has also produced similar works featuring Ellen Watts, Jocko Willink, Terrence McKenna, David Foster Wallace, Elon Musk, among others. So, welcome, Akira. It's nice to talk to you. What are you up to?
Shit. Meaningwave. I took the speech to the shit to the beat that was sweet and that's how I made Meaningwave. Meaningwave. Yeah. Meaningwave. I took the speech to the shit to the beat, it was sweet and that's how I made Meaningwave. Meaningwave. Yeah. Yo, we going in hot. What's cracking, baby? How you doing? What's up, Free Consciousness? What up, Matthew Morgan? What up, EasyJPZ? Kaleigh's in the house. What's cracking?
Leadership is inevitably.
Who else we got in the building? Aesthetic name I can't pronounce. I always wanted to date a girl named The Power. Yeah, why not? We got Sway, the producer, in the house. What up, Sway?
Form of leadership is inevitably. Who will play God?
Yeah. Who will play God? Who will play God? Who will play God?
Power bases are very dangerous because they attract people who are truly insane.
Yeah.
People who seek power only for the sake of power. Absolute power does not corrupt absolutely. Absolute power attracts the corruptible.
Absolute power does not corrupt absolutely. Absolute power attracts the corruptible.
Small souls who seek power over others first destroy the faith those others might have in themselves. The undeserving maintain power by promoting hysteria, reduces one to vanity and pride. But power deluded those who used it. One tended to believe power could overcome any barrier, including one's own ignorance. Who will play God? 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 Power tends to isolate those who hold too much of it. Eventually, they lose touch with reality and fall. But oh, the perils of leadership in a species so anxious to be told what to do. How little they knew of what they created by their demands. Made mistakes, and those mistakes, amplified by the numbers who followed without questioning, moved inevitably toward great disasters. To use raw power is to make yourself infinitely vulnerable.
Power!
To greater powers. To
Who will play God? Who will play God? Who will play God? Who will play God?
Hey! Hey!
Who will play God? Who will play God?
Go!
Who will play God?
Yeah!
What up, Chris Champagne? Today's word of the day, gratitude. Keeping it wavy, people. All that. Sup? Sup? Yo, that was dope. Dope freestyle intro there. We kicked it off with the PowerPoint edit of Kanye West Power into Akira The Don and Burton Bradley Opportunity. How I Made Meaningwave with Jordan Peterson, who will play God with Danika XX and the Dune Wave. LP! Bienvenidos, gang. How you doing out there? What's cracking? I would like to, everyone, moment of silence. Moment of silence for... Oh, where is it? I left it upstairs. All right. Anyway, moment of silence for the ceiling camera. Moment of silence, he says, and then hits explosion noises. Shit. Hey, silence, I said. Fuck it. Ceiling camera officially died today. I also worked out what the problem with it was. Right, you know when you stick it in? When you when you like stick the I just want something for this. You know when you got your little port hole thing and you stick the cabley thing in it? Like every time you do that, I mean this was a GoPro. I'd had it for like a decade or something. It was an old ass thing. Anyway, it just got stuck in too many times and it just like gave up, you know. And the little metal bit inside collapsed and gave way, and the thing no longer will connect. So rest in peace, that little camera. You know, I tried taking it apart. I think it requires some delicate soldering. I do not have that capability. I know that you think I can do everything. Delicate soldering is something I've yet to add to my repertoire. So for now, ceiling camera is out of the game. That's what she said Sheila. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you got to bat things to people so they can hit them back, you know? So ceiling camera is out of action, but we got camera 1. Shout out camera 1. We got camera 2. Shout out camera 2. We got multi. No, multi's not on. Fuck. We got a wide one. Whoa. That was good. No ceiling, and we got side guy. What's up, side guy? So we're doing pretty well. Make some noise for the camera setup.
Make some noise for incremental improvements. This is our second day in the new studio setup. We moved everything around. If you weren't here yesterday, check it out. Look, see the TVs descend pleasingly over there. I've moved everything all the way around, and I got to tidy up the ceiling wiring. It's looking really cyberpunk in here right now. You can't see, but it's looking very cyberpunk. There's wires hanging down above my head. They're just out of shot of the camera. It's pretty hype, and that's all very lovely. Free Consciousness says Messiah, right? As in Dune Messiah, as in that quote from Dune Messiah, quite possibly. Danika put all that stuff together. She is the Dune expert. She is the queen of the Duneverse, and but you know, we can have her back on and ask questions about Meaningwave sometime if you like. So Matt Hutchinson says, I do not know about when you stick it in. Well, one of these days. One of these days. I mean, it comes with all sorts of problems, you know, sometimes, but anyway. No, I didn't want to have that one yet. I actually want to play that one, I think. There you go, that'll do. Anyway, Sheila says, I was not here last night, I think. Well, yesterday was, Sheila missed yesterday's stream. Yesterday's stream was Epic Stream. Epic Stream yesterday. As you know, it is the last week of our Indiegogo campaign for Meditations Volume 2. This is one of those like demos. This is a demo of a beat. I shouldn't be playing this. I haven't finished mixing it, and the drums are popping out weirdly. It's distracting me. I like it though. This is going to pop up on an album at some point. Distractingly, I've got the snares mixed to the right ear. It's a weird thing to do. Free Consciousness says Dune is so crazy. Yeah. Impronounceable Aesthetic says, who will play God? Morgan Freeman did an alright job. Great track. Hey, thanks. Calais says, phenomenal. Hey. Chris says, the new studio setup looks good. Thank you very much, my brother. Sheila said, missed last night's stream. Yeah. So last night's stream, we got our campaign running. We got 5 days left of our campaign. We announced our stretch goals. We hit our funding goal on Friday. We announced stretch goals on Saturday afternoon. Then we didn't stream on Sunday. Then on Monday we came in and smashed the initial stretch goal. And the initial stretch goal was to get. Let's go on the thing so we can see it. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Initial stretch goal. We can have a look on the updates. That'd be the easiest way to do it. Unreleased song, 10K unreleased song from The Stranger's Secret. Well, we hit 10K yesterday, and so we played an unreleased song from The Stranger's Secret in the world, and it was a banger, and everybody loved it. That was due to the combined superpowers of some unknown people and our brand new producer. We now have 3 producers. So a producer is this thing down here. It's one of the perks here that you can get. It's a epic perk. Epic perk. Got all these epic perks. It's the second most epic perk. Producer. You get a producer credit. And Richard and Jessica were the first producers. Husband and wife production team. Very classic activity that. It's a very classic thing to do, to have husband and wife producer duos. And then Sway, the producer. Of course, he was always known as Sway, the producer. That was always his birth name. Joined yesterday. And with the combined power of Sway and some unknown people, someone bought a bundle of everything, and some other people bought some other stuff. We hit that goal, baby. We smashed it. Smashed that goal. And here we are. Let me just check that's where we are. I think it is. With 85 backers at 10,405 USD, a mere 595 USD away from our next stretch goal. And the next stretch goal, of course, is a Wheel of Vibes special event. And lots of people have been asking for a return of Wheel of Vibes. I thought, hey, we could have a special campaign event, Wheel of Vibes special. And Wheel of Vibes, if you don't know, is a thing I invented where you have a wheel and you put on the wheel various genres, styles, things like that, and you spin the wheel, and then whatever it lands on, that's what I do, and I move straight into it. So maybe we're in the middle of playing drum and bass, spin the wheel, it hits gospel, we play gospel. Spin the wheel, it hits death metal, that's where we go. Other people started started doing this on Twitch. It's now a thing on Twitch, but we invented it over here, and it's very cool. Also, I haven't seen anyone do it as hardcore as we do it. I saw someone doing it on Twitch the other day, and they would spin the wheel, and they would pick a genre, and then they would switch in 10 minutes after that. I feel that's cheating. I feel you need to switch immediately, right? That's what proves if you can switch or not. It's not just switching. It's like, can you just boom, just like that, move into another vibe and do it in an ill fashion? That's what it's all about, right? Anyway, so that's the next stretch goal. And we're aiming at, we've got a bunch of epic stretch goals, and this is crazy because we've got 5 days. Deluxe CD packaging at 12K. Brand new Goggins song from the forthcoming album Goggins 2, which just got announced, just in the context of this. An amazing, ridiculously epic, drawn to the logical conclusion of the Goggins sound is what this song is. It's a ridiculousness. It's a ridiculousness at 13K. 14K, we're going to bring back Wilma. People want Wilma to come back. You like Meaningwave, Meaningstream OGs know what I'm talking about, all right? They know what I'm talking about with bringing back Wilma. 15K, the unreleased legendary William Shatner song, the legendary unreleased masterpiece that caused the legendary Star Trek actor to go full Dark Wonka on Akira, me, when I tried to get permission to release it. We're going to play that on stream. Yeah, at 15K. We're going to do a call-in show at 16K. 70K, there's a brand new amazing Alan Watts song that I spent years working on. It's got a massive orchestra. It's beautiful. 18K, all backers will release demo version of album. 19K, amazing magnet. 20K, third Marcus song will get revealed. 30K, fourth Marcus song revealed. 35K, there'll be a vinyl edition of Meditations 2 made available to people. Audiophiles and Meaningwave vinyl collectors rejoice. 55K, big one. Shows! We aiming at shows. People have been asking Akira The Don when you're going to do Meaningwave live shows since I started this thing. And Mama Don and me sat down and we worked out how much it'd cost to fly to the four corners of the USA, so to speak. I have to get a new American visa and some other stuff, and worked out that if we get 55K, then we can make that happen. And that's what we do, baby. That's what we're aiming at. With our craziness, do we have the power? I feel we do have the power. With just 5 days left to go. But given that there are literally hundreds of thousands of people who listen to Meaningwave every month and love Meaningwave, and a mere 85 thus far have backed, and probably, obviously most people don't know about it. But the idea is that they will know about it. And all of you guys will support, and everything will be great. We will have all of these lovely things. We'll have amazing live shows. We'll get together. We'll go crazy hard. We will transcend space and time and have transformative, transcendent events that we will remember on our deathbeds, smiling. 2076 says Wheel of Vibes sounds nice. Free Consciousness says Christ is Messiah. That's true. Unpronounceable Aesthetic says congrats on another successful campaign. Sheila says, I remember when we came up with Wheel of Vibes, provided the first wheel for use. Exactly, see? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We are architects of the future over here. We are pioneers. We are the bleeding edge of greatness. Sway! The producer says, WROH fam, skirt! Get it. Exactly. Or should I say, exactly. Exactly. John Grady says, I feel I'm being set up. Yeshua is the commonly known Jesus, and Hey Messiah is just the Hebrew. Anyway, this is unrelated to what we're talking about. By Jove. Sway, the angels fly because they take themselves lightly. Exactly. 2076 says, someone buy this man a new camera. Dun, dun. If anyone wants to donate a GoPro to the cause, please do, or we will take a GoPro. Your biggest enemy? Oh, yeah, that's it. Ooh wee. But anyway, we'll rock without a ceiling cam for the time being. We're here. We've got multiple angles. It's pretty good. It's pretty good to have multiple angles. You know what I mean? Sheila says the spaceship is in the X-Men universe. I don't know. Again, I've probably missed something else there, right? Free Consciousness Messiah, right? Anyway, that's what's going on. That's what you missed, Sheila. 2076 says, amazing live shows. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's what we're aiming at, right? It's like, what would be cool to do? What would be a good and noble aim, right? What would be something worthwhile? You know, what would be something worth aiming for?
Akira The Don.
You know what I mean? And the point of these things is always been to give you guys what you want. Like, people were asking for vinyl for ages, so we did campaign to make vinyl, because vinyl's very expensive to get together, you know what I mean? And people wanted live shows, by Jove. They've been asking me for live shows every day since 2016 or whatever it was, 2017, 2018. So that's what we aim it at, by Jove. So if you've not yet backed the campaign, hit the link in the description. If there is a link in the description, there is a link in the description. And the link in the pinned comment, there is a link in the pinned comment. And let's get this thing to the moon. Let's do a live show in New York. Let's do a live show in LA. Let's do a live show in Fla Fla. Let's take it to the people. Let's get together and have a good time. Like in that song that sampled Rebel Without a Cause. Is that the one I'm thinking of? Surely it is. Power! Yeah! And people have been asking about this as well, so I've put it on here. Hang on. Disco bed. What, we just lost full backers? No, it came back. That was yesterday. So here on the story, yeah, people have been asking me if they can support a campaign without actually ordering anything. Some people are minimalists. You can. You can be a producer, like Sway the producer. You can be a benefactor. But if you've got like a random amount you want to add to the campaign, like, I don't know, $55,000, you can just make a donation of your choosing, and you can do that on here. You can see, if you're on a desktop, hit see options, and then you can just there do that, $55,000. And if you're on mobile, it's the perks are arranged at the bottom, and you swipe left on the perks until you come to the right, and at the right you can choose the make a contribution option. I don't know why they make it so complicated. That's what it is. Pete Malaki says, RIP ceiling cam, gratitude for the rest of the lot still in working order. That's what I think. You know, there's three working. Perfect après ski vibes again, making my vacation that much better. Bless. Oh, nice. Congratulations. 2076 live show, Manchester, New Hampshire, SNHU Arena. I saw Dr. Peterson there. Oh, really? Is it good? Is the Sonics good? .2076 says, I went to a workshop, and they were talking about the institutions that craft culture and how societal change happens. And I was just sitting there biting my tongue so I wouldn't yell, Meaningwave exists! And then I had to suppress hysterical laughter. They have no idea about the incredible psychotechnologies and the revival of greatness. I know, right? What's up with that? What is up with that? They gotta know. We gotta make them know. That's why we're doing this campaign. The people gotta know Meaningwave exists. Meditation still exists. Do you know how many millions of people would shit their pants if they knew that Meditations was an album and it was amazing? It's mental. So let's turn this 85 backers into 85 million. Meaningwave to the world. Pledge your allegiance to the wave. Meaningwave exists. You already know. Da, 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 da. The cure is Meaningwave.
civilization.
One of the things that has blown me away in the last year, a large proportion of my audience has been young men. And Akira, I've spoken to them a lot about responsibility.
People are starving. Yeah.
Is truth and responsibility.
Truth and responsibility. Truth and responsibility. People are starving for the antidote.
The antidote is
Truth and responsibility.
that's the secret to meaningful life. Without the meaningful life, all you have is suffering. What's so odd about this is that of all the things that I've spoken about, because I can see the audience and I can feel how the audience is reacting, because I'm always paying attention to all of you, I get some sense of how what I'm saying is landing. What happens is if I talk about responsibilities, everyone is silent. Silent and not moving. Focusing, attentive. Pick up your responsibility. Pick up the heaviest thing you can and carry it. And the room goes quiet and everybody's eyes open and I think, that always makes me break up.
Make mine Meaningwave.
Truth and responsibility. Truth and responsibility. Truth and responsibility. People are starving for the antidote.
The antidote is
Truth and responsibility.
that's the secret to meaningful life. Without the meaningful life, all you have is suffering.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't really understand it. There's something about it that's so crucial because we've been fed this unending diet of rights and freedoms, and there's something about that that's so pathologically wrong. People are starving for the antidote, and the antidote is truth and responsibility. That's the secret to a meaningful life, and without the meaningful life, all you have is suffering, nihilism, and despair, and all of that self-contempt, and that's not good. And
No.
it's necessary for men to stand up and take responsibility, and they all know that and are starving for that message. And the message is more that that's also a good thing to stand up and take responsibility, because you're cursed so much now from when you're young with this notion that your active engagement with the world is part of what is destroying and undermining the planet and adding to the tyranny of the social system. It's like, how about not so much of that? Hey, it's too soul deadening. It's anti-human right to the core. My sense instead is that if you were able to reveal the best of yourself to you in the world, that you would be an overwhelming force for good.
Yo.
People are starving for the antidote.
Truth and responsibility.
Yeah.
Truth and responsibility.
Yeah.
Truth and responsibility.
People are starving for the antidote.
Antidote is truth and responsibility.
That's the secret to meaningful life.
Meaningful life.
All you have is suffering.
Whoa.
Hey, bienvenido Simon Gonzalez. Gracias por la ayuda. That's the closest I can think to support. ¿Cómo está tu español? Akira, saludos desde Uruguay. Hey, saludos desde México. Mi español es poquito más mejores. Poquito más. Poco más cada día. Estoy aprendiendo. Mi español es chingón. Grande chingón. Yeah, a little better every day, you know what I mean? Nublado. Es nublado hoy. Hace nublado hoy. Hace pinche calor hoy, actually. But it's also nublado. I learned that one this week. Yeah.
Whoa. Julia.
When JBP breaks up makes me cry. Multiverse Media Spaces, me too, Julia, but that gives me hope. Our family sees the problem, we can solve them. Big Bad Wolf, the other day, JBP talked about this in his lecture. You have to have an aim. Why not make it the highest possible aim? Yeah, you're a creature that has an aim. You have to have an aim. You're an aiming creature. That's right. Everybody knows that. Bless all the good people, says Multiverse Media Space. Exactly. Multiverse Media Space. I'm thankful for meaning, says Message Esther. That's right. 2076 said, re-listen to Meditations Volume 1 recently. It's even better than I remember. Yeah, I performed it in its entirety last week or whatever it was, and I was shocked. I hadn't listened to it in its entirety for a long time, and then I'd never performed it in its entirety either. And it is a banger, but the new one's way better, I've got to say. I mean, you know, the first one's magnificent, but this new one takes the piss. Sheila, what's up? Sheila says, Daily Stoic needs to know that Meditations Volume 2 is a thing. I actually did email them. And I got a message back from their shop department that said they'll pass it on to somebody. So we'll see. But I think it would be a good idea if you lot sent them Better Than Justice. You should do that. You should send the music video for Better Than Justice to the Daily Stoic. You should spam all their tweets and posts with Better Than Justice. That's what you should do. And anything else where they should know. Anyone that should know. There's lots of people that should know and do not know. And, you know, you have the power. You have the power to let them know. Even if you can't afford $55,000 to contribute to the campaign, you can do that. JBP wrestling match with God says free consciousness. Yeah, I got to do something. I mean, I'm waiting to read it, but you know, I do think that Ghostface Killer and JBP should collab, because Ghostface had that whole slap boxing with Jesus thing. So JBP be wrestling with God, and Ghostface Killer be slap boxing with Jesus, and I think there's something in there. Message Jester says, howdy fellow wave riders. Oh, that was a while ago, actually. I've missed some chat. My bad. Julia Maslov. Exactly. Big Bad Wolf says, the other day JBP talked about this in his lecture. I read that already. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Raúl.
Hola, Akira.
¿Cómo estás, hermano?
Bien, bien. Buenas noches. ¿Y tú cómo estás?
Hey, chido. ¿Tú afuera?
No, llego en 5 minutos.
5 minutos, perfecto. All right.
5 minutos, ¿sí?
All right. It'll be Shala Espacito. But I'm doing una canción show. I'm doing a show. I'm on the internet. I'm streaming. Estoy streameando. But I'll see you in a bit. I'll message Charlotta, all right?
Oh, ya, no. Ok. Está bien.
All right. Gracias, hermano. Hasta luego.
Bueno.
That's Raúl, mi lavanderia. What's going on? Judy just dropped 5 subs. Gracias, Julia. You beautiful thing. Bienvenidos, Blue Green Frog, Dallas Sparring, Sarah Kak, SI3313, Hyper Baroque. Welcome. Transmitiendo. Estoy transmitiendo. That's what it is. Of course it is. Transmitiendo.
Of things I know.
be a generalist, not a specialist. It is wise to have decisions of great moment monitored by generalists. Experts and specialists lead you quickly into chaos. They are a source of useless nitpicking, the ferocious quibble over a comma.
Whoa!
The MENTAT generalist, on the other hand, should bring to decision-making a healthy common sense. He must not cut himself off from the broad sweep of what is happening in his universe. He must remain capable of saying, no real mystery about this at the moment. This is what we want now. It may prove wrong later, but we'll correct that when we come to it.
Vroom! Thinking you knew something.
Is a sure way to blind yourself.
Thinking you knew something.
Is a sure way to blind yourself. It was not growing up that slowly applied the brakes to learning,
But an accumulation
of things I know.
Aye. Things I know.
It was not growing up that slowly applied the brakes to learning, but an
Accumulation of things I know.
generalist must understand that anything which we can identify as our universe is merely part of larger phenomena. But the expert looks backward. He looks into the narrow standards of his own specialty. The generalist looks outward. He looks for living principles, knowing full well that such principles change, that they develop. It is to the characteristics of change itself that the MENTAT generalist must look. There can be no permanent catalog of such change, no handbook or manual. You must look at it with as few preconceptions as possible, asking yourself,
Now what is this thing doing?
Thinking you knew something is a
Sure way.
to blind yourself.
Thinking you knew something.
It's a sure way to blind yourself. It was not growing up that slowly applied the brakes to learning, but an
Accumulation of things I know. Things I know. Things I know.
growing up that slowly applied the brakes to learning, but an
Accumulation of things I know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now what is this thing doing? It is by will alone. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of saffron that thoughts acquire speed, lips acquire stains, the stains become warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion. Make some noise, baby! Things I know. MENTAT generalist, things I know from the Meaningwave LP with Danika XIX. That's one of the Meaningwave classics, baby. Meaningwave Classics 2076 says, Akira, I have a network of small private venues that can host you in New Hampshire. 30 to 70 people if you're interested. Hey, thanks. Well, first we got to hit our 55k campaign goal to get Akira The Don moving around the USA. Part of that, a big part of that is, that's the campaign totally thing. So that includes manufacturing everything in the campaign, manufacturing vinyl, manufacturing CDs, all that type of thing. But just a US visa is 11K. Just a visa to go to the USA and move around is 11K. I got a US visa, of course, in 2020. And you know, when you get your new visa, you have to pop out the country to go get it stamped, and then you come back into the country. And as you all know, I got my new visa, which I'd spent that much money on. It was actually a little less then because they've just jacked up the prices a bit, so it's probably more like 9-10. And then, of course, they didn't let me back in the country. And you know, I had to build a new life for my family and I in Mexico. And then they just allowed me back in the country late last year, so I was able to travel there in October to play that show in Miami. And I was able to travel there last week to go on Normal World. So I spent about 10K to be able to go to the USA a couple times. And that only, of course, that those visas only last 3 years. So in order to do any more stuff in the USA after very soon, I will need a new visa. So that's part of why there is why we have to do the crowdfunding thing on that. Just so you'll know. So go back to the campaign. Let's do shows. I've never been to New Hampshire. Is it cool? 2076 says, lots of questions from 2076, but you know, that's good. Can you give us a little insight, Sometimes I say little, sometimes I say little, depending on how I'm feeling. It's funny that. Can you give us a little insight into how the rest of the album sounds compared to Better Than Justice? Is there a tight sonic grouping, or is there a wide variety in the rest of the album? Well, some of you all have heard the second single, so you'll know. Well, you know what the contrast between Better Than Justice and the second single is. Whoa! But to answer that, yes. There's a wide variety and a tight sonic grouping. Does that make sense? There is a wide variety and a tight sonic grouping. So it's very much has its own sound. It's a sound that's unique to it. It's very much of it. There's a feeling and a sonic quality that pervades the whole record. However, there is a wide variety of styles and moods and even instrumentation throughout the thing. There are certain things that pin it all together. But you'll understand that when you hear it. I always think of I really love the album Vauxhall and I by Morrissey, which was, few people have that at the top of Morrissey charts unless they're very smart. But I love that record because it has this cohesive sonic quality. It has a wide variety of songs and styles and things, but it has this feeling that holds it all together. It feels like a dream. Now, this record doesn't sound anything like that record, but that's something that I think of when I'm doing things of this nature. And Meditations Volume 2 is something I've been working on since 2020. Yeah, 2020. You know. And, you know, the early stages of working on it were just, you know, reading the work and putting together the sort of the essential, like the sort of mental mood board for what it would become. And then I wrote it last year. Last May, June, was it? I actually wrote, melodically wrote the songs, put the, the chords, the choruses, worked it all out intensely. What I ended up doing was, and we'll talk about this more closer to it coming out, or maybe when it's out. But this time I referenced a lot more translations. One of them was the 1864 one. I'd relied quite heavily on the new edition for the first album and bits of another. But I worked quite evenly between three and then bits of other ones in addition for this one. Anyway, I'm sure that doesn't answer the question. That's all that is a little bit. Hey, nice, says Johnny76. Great answer. Thank you. Okay, that'll do. Bleelum says that song slaps. Alright, Stoic says better than the movie. I would not know. I have not watched that movie and I don't intend to. Big Bad Wolf says this new album is going to be fire. Sway, the producer, says I love this album on CD. It's so much louder than my Spotify. Is it? That's interessante. It sounds amazing on CD. I've listened to it on my CD and on my CD player. I've actually got a rack-mounted Tascam CD deck mounted to my mixing desk and also a cassette, so I can make sure these things sound great. I do.
If you discover in life anything better than justice, self-control, truth and courage in this life, anything better than a mind satisfied, they succeeded and made it to a rationality, satisfied to accept what's beyond his control. If you discover in life anything better than justice, don't let go. If you find anything better than that, embrace it without reservations, enjoy it to the full. But if nothing higher is revealed, then the very divinity that's within you, the thing that's subjected itself to all your appetites, examine all your thoughts, that's the courage to say, detach yourself from sense and submit it to the gods and cares for all mankind. If you find there's nothing of greater value than this, you look for nothing else, for anything that might lead you astray, might tempt you off the path and leave you unable to devote yourself completely to achieving the honor, the goodness that is uniquely yours. It would be wrong for anything to stand in the way. The applause of the crowd, be a power, be a pleasure. Oh my sin, compatible with it for a while, but suddenly they control us and sweep us away. If you discover in life anything better than justice, self-control, truth and courage in this life, anything better than a mind satisfied that it succeeded in enabling you to a rationality and satisfied to accept what's beyond his control. If you discover in life anything better than justice, don't let go, don't let go. Of your own free will, make the better and stick to it. And what's best is for the better, but that's what benefits me as a rational being. No, as a rational being, but as an animal, just say so and stand your ground. Go stand your ground without making a show. Just make sure you make a choice that won't. Yeah. If you discover in life anything better than justice, self-control, truth and courage in this life, anything better than a mind satisfied. They succeeded in enabling you to have rationality and satisfied to accept what's beyond his control. If you discover in life anything better than justice, don't let go, don't let go, don't let go, don't let go, don't let go. What's up? Hey, yo, Richard the producer stepped in the building. Just as we kicked this off, Richard the producer stepped in. I can see Richard got a vested interest in this whole situation because he's a producer. Yeah. This album is going to be so amazing, I can't wait. Night, y'all. So Richard just dipping in and out. Richard wanted to know, did we get some gains? Let's go, everyone. Let's get to the next stretch goals. Well, yo, let's check that out because, we'd made some gains. And maybe we made some more gains. Let's have a look. Whoa, that's a crazy screen. That's not the screen I was looking for. Yo, this is the one I was looking for. Okay. Yeah, we had 85 backers a minute ago. We were on 10,405. Next stretch go at 11K.
Yeah, look, we got a new backer. Oh, yeah. And we bunched that new backer, yanked us up a mighty, however many percent. We're now 10,504. We're now just 496 buckaroonies away from the 11th next stretch goal. Amazing. So there you go, Richard. We just maneuvered. We maneuvered, Richard, the producer. Yeah. Everyone go back to campaign. Let's get that next stretch goal. We've got a wheel of vibes to execute. By Jove, and then we're very, very close to unleashing a Goggins record. Come on! Oh my goodness. And anyway, with just 5 days to go. Mantle! Whoa! I understand there are people in the audience who have not heard what they're about to hear. Isn't that crazy? There are people in the audience who have not yet heard what they're about to hear. And to those of you...
It's a beautiful day to be alive. We give thanks to the ancestors for the miracle they bequeathed us. We vow to not squander this hitherto unimaginable opportunity. Meaningwave.
Whoa! Whoa! Alright, here's some advice.
Never regard something as doing you good if it makes you break your word or lose your self-respect. That makes you hate, suspect or execrate. It can't be doing you good if it makes you act a hypocrite or to desire for anything best done behind closed doors. A man who puts first his own mind, the divinity and the holy rights of its excellence, makes no scene, no wailing, no gnashing of teeth, no anything, needs no solitude nor no company. Above all, you'll be free from fear and desire, from fleeing or flying from death, carrying how many hours your soul and your body got left. If it's time for you to go, leave you and me, even if you must depart immediately, you will go readily, as if you were going to do anything that can be done with order and with decency, and concentrate on this your whole life long. To say your mind is in is never foreign to a reasonable social being. Never regard something as doing you good if it makes you break your word or lose your self-respect. That makes you hate, suspect or execrate. It can't be doing you good if it makes you act a hypocrite or to desire for anything best done behind closed doors. In the mind of one chastened and purified, no wound, no abscess you will find. His life's not cut short by death, in the manner of an actor who left before he played his role, before the story's told, before the play is over, before the curtain falls. In him is nothing so analyzed, no exaggerations, no clinging nor disdain, no excuses nor evasions. Never regard something as doing you good if it makes you break your word or lose your self-respect. That makes you hate, suspect or execrate. It can't be doing you good if it makes you act a hypocrite or to desire for anything that's done behind closed doors.
Yeah. Wow. You know what I mean? You dig. You dig, hace pinche calor. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. That's crazy. What are you doing? Oh, there you go. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Life is as kind as you let it be.
Exactly. Thank you, brother. That was Behind Closed Doors. Behind Closed Doors, second single from the Meditations Volume 2. Ooh, yeah. Epic activity. Woo! Yeah, there you go. So now you've heard two songs that represent two flavors of the vibe. I mean, shouts out to everyone locked in. What's up? Hasta luego, Nick Mayoga. What? What's cracking, everybody? How y'all doing? Never regard. Man like Casey says, banger! Alright, let's do the international high five. On a level of 1 to something, something being the word you're going to fill in. How hyped are you for Meditations Volume 2? Let me know. Let me know where you at on a level of 1 to something, how hyped you are for Meditations Volume 2. I am billion and nine. Billion and nine. Billion and nine. Billion and nine. Oh. Da-na-na-na. Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Ooh. Power! Power! Amanda Dan says, so hot. I say pinchy kilo. Off the scale. Free consciousness sounds like some straight glory. Casey, very pumped. Sheila, 10 billion. Sagittarius Laundry Room, 11. Grant Dulay, Indianapolis, 11 million. That sounds like a perfectly acceptable number. 11 billion. Il Fantastico, don't drift. This is a very good point. That's like some foreshadowing. To single 3. Sheila, little Gary Newman there. Where? Where is the Gary Newman? I love Gary Newman. I didn't notice any in that record. Sway the producer, Tacoma. I bet my placement on the tapestry of all existence on its production value being an instant classic with no skips. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you are right. Can confirm. Big Bad Wolf, I'm in the sauna. Let's say... Let's not. That was weird to say. That made me strange. In my face. Clay. Fla checked in. Body is ready. Listo. For Med 2. Sheila, where is my mind? Where is my mind? Where is my mind? Yeah. Well, that's what I think. Three, 2, 1. High five.
What's the answer to the meaning of life? Here's an answer. I was trying to solve this terrible puzzle about how it was that human beings got themselves in such a tangle about what they believed. Such a tangle that we were pointing the ultimate weapons of destruction at one another, which, by the way, we are still doing. I thought, okay, well, I understand that. We need our belief systems. They orient us. And that means there will be conflict between belief systems, and that can be a catastrophe. And that's being played out everywhere, again, in very many ways. What's the solution to that? Well, one possibility is there's no solution. It's just mayhem all the way around. Could be the case. But it seemed to me, as I delved into it, that the proper solution to that was to live properly as an individual.
You're more powerful than you think. Way more powerful. God only knows what you are. In the final analysis, you're more powerful than you think. Way more powerful.
You're blind to your own weaknesses, but you're
Also blind to your own strengths. Bucko!
And so then I think, well, if you got your act together, it'd be better for you, and instantly it would be better for your family, assuming they wanted you to get your act together, and not everyone does. And then it would be better for the community. Like, how far could you take that? If you stopped wasting time, and if you stopped lying, and if you oriented yourself to the highest possible good that you could conceive of, and you committed to that. How much good could you do? Well, I would say, why don't you find out? So, that's what I think you should do. You should find out.
You're more powerful than you think. Way more powerful. God only knows what you are. In the final analysis, you're more powerful than you think. Way more powerful.
You're blind to your own weaknesses, but you're also blind to your own strengths.
Yeah, bucko!
You're more powerful than you think.
You are way more powerful.
Way more powerful.
Way more! God only knows what you are. Who was back in number 86, by the way? And what did you get?
Powerful than you think.
My calculations deduct it must have been something around the $100 mark. A powerful purchase from a powerful wave-riding individual. What could they possibly have gotten?
More powerful than you think.
Way more powerful. God only knows what you are.
In the final analysis,
You're more powerful than you think. Yeah, way more powerful. What's like $100? It must have been something in the area of maybe it was a vinyl bundle. Some people have got that.
God only knows.
Maybe it was the 2 CDs signed plus stickers. Some people have got that.
you're more powerful than you think.
2 people got the support. Shouts out to you.
You're blind to your own.
Maybe it was a single math.
Blind to your own strength.
Yeah, maybe it was not a full musical digital catalog, but did you know you can get the full musical digital catalog and it's nearly 1/3 of what it would cost anywhere else? If you were to get it on, if you were to get it on Bandcamp or iTunes, it would cost like $1,300. If you get it on the website, it's like 50% off, so that's like $700. So the most cost-effective way to get the full digital music catalog is on this campaign right now.
Way more.
Just so you'll know. Shouts out to our producers, producer gang, make some noise.
In the final analysis,
You're more powerful than you think.
Yeah!
way more powerful. You're blind to your own weaknesses, but you're
Also blind to your own strengths, but bucko. When I was a young man.
so that you want to,
Free consciousness says, Elon, please be a benefactor. Yeah, exactly.
and then maybe you could help make that manifest in the world.
Yeah,
Maybe we wouldn't have all these terrible problems.
yeah.
At least we'd have fewer of them.
Yeah.
That would be a start. Then that would be a start.
You! You!
Then that would be a start.
Yeah!
The answer to the problem of humanity is the integrity of the individual.
You're more powerful than you think. Way more powerful. God only knows what you want. In the final analysis,
You're more powerful than you think. Way more powerful.
You're blind to your own weaknesses, but you're
Also blind to your own strengths. Welcome.
That's the answer. So, and then you think, well, what's the barrier? And the barrier is, are you willing to accept the responsibility? And part of the answer to that is, reduce the damn responsibility until it's tolerable. You don't have to fix everything at once. You could just start by fixing the things that you could fix. You could do it with even less self-sacrifice. You could start by fixing only the things that you want to fix. God, you can get a massive way that way. So, do it.
Do it.
See what happens. That's what you should have been taught right from the beginning. Aim at the highest good. Tool yourself into something that can attain it. And go out there and manifest it in the world. Everything that comes your way will be...
Everything that comes your way will be a blessing. Everything that comes your way will be a blessing. Everything that comes your way will be a blessing. Everything that comes your way will be a blessing, yeah.
To me, the human aspect of superheroes has always been the most important part. Your superhero might be extra strong, or might be able to fly or run as fast as a comet. But unless you care about the superhero's personal life, you're just reading a shallow story. Just because a person has a superpower doesn't mean he might not have the same personal problems that you or I might. Just because a person has a superpower doesn't mean
Persuaded producer,
the same.
I can confirm this bar is truth and justice.
Maybe he doesn't have enough money. Maybe he has a family problem. Or maybe the girl he
Big Bad Wolf, I'm supporting the producers who are producing their production.
want to be involved with a superhero. There are so many things you can think of that round out the character and the personality. So the superhero isn't just one or two dimensional. You want a three-dimensional superhero who lives and breathes and worries and experiences things just the way you and I do, except for the fact that he or she has a superpower. Just because a person has a superpower doesn't mean he might not have the same personal problems that you or I might. Just because a person has a superpower doesn't mean he might not have the same personal problems that you or I might. Just because a person has a superpower doesn't mean he might not have the same personal problems that you or I might. Just because a person has a superpower doesn't mean he might not have the same personal problems that you or I might.
Man like Matt Hutch, son. This live stream is helping me get through a slog of a work day. Love you, man. Yo, Tambien, you are breathtaking.
Don't your feet hurt after a while?
No, I'm not dancing so hard. They got me taking photos also. Hey, PDO, why didn't you drop in tonight? I dig watching you watching me dance.
No, I think I will.
Light! Make some noise for Stan Lee in the MU. Man Man like Stan, that's what's up. What a banger soundtrack, says Street Consciousness. Exactamente. Bangers only, what the fuck?
Aha! Dream future requires a return to an idealized past. A past which never in fact existed. Most believe that a satisfactory future
Requires a return to an idealized past. A past which never in fact existed.
Only fools prefer the past.
Only
fools prefer the past. Memory never recaptures reality. Memory reconstructs. All reconstructions change the original, becoming external frames of reference that inevitably fall short. How tempting it is to forget, and how dangerous. How tempting it is to raise high walls and keep out change. Right here in our own self-satisfied comfort. Most believe that a satisfactory future requires a return to an idealized past. A past which never in fact existed. Most believe that a satisfactory future requires a return to an idealized past. A past which never in fact existed. Humans are born with a susceptibility to that most persistent, debilitating disease of intellect. Self-deception. The best of all possible worlds and the worst. Get their dramatic coloration from it. As nearly as we can determine, there is no natural immunity. Constant alertness is required. As nearly as we can determine, there is no natural immunity. Constant alertness is required. A satisfactory future requires a return to an idealized past. A past which never in fact existed. Most believe that a satisfactory future requires a return to an idealized past. A past which never in fact existed. 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 A past which never in fact existed. Most believe that a satisfactory future requires a return to an idealized past.
What up, yo? Yeah! Yeah! See both sides. Throw up your mental chest. Whoa! Satisfactory future requires a return to an idealized past. A past which never in fact existed.
I mean,
man like Alan V says, love it, love you.
You talk sometimes about weak men. Why are weak men such a problem?
well, weak people are a problem in general. I don't mean physically weak. I mean cowardly and deceitful. I'm taking it more in terms of moral weakness. There's a variety of reasons. First of all, if you can't...
Nukes in the chat, let's go!
Let's say, then someone else has to do it. And that's not good.
Henry Garcia, I'm changing the world, my bro!
Pick a forthright,
pick up you,
useful and noble pathway through life, then you will become bitter and too hurt by the tragedy of existence, and then you tend to seek your revenge wherever you can get it. And that's not good.
That's not good.
So it's a mistake on all fronts. It's not good for you, it's not good for your family, it's not good for the community. It's certainly not a good medium to long-term strategy because life is very, very difficult and you have to be prepared for that. That's strength. And necessary.
say, oh, I just want to sort of, they're kind of dabbling in the idea of improving themselves. And the real way to do it is you got to write down what the fuck you want and then go after it. You are in the part of the movie that starts and it shows you as a fucking loser. Just decide not to be a loser anymore.
Just decide not to be a loser anymore.
Live your life like there's a documentary crew following you around and you are analyzing your own behavior. Do what you would want to do so that your kids one day would look back at it and see that documentary and look like with pride, like, wow, my dad was a bad motherfucker. My dad was a bad motherfucker. He really did what he had to do. Wow, my mom really got her shit together. Those are my favorite stories. I love a success story, but even more than a success story, I like a dude who fucks his life up and then gets it back together again story. Those are my favorite stories. Those are my favorite stories. Like, wow, my dad was a bad motherfucker. Those are my favorite stories. I love a success story, but even more than a success story, I like a dude who fucks his life up and then gets it back together again story. Go! And the way to do that, you gotta write shit down. You gotta think that you are the hero in your own fucking movie, and then you gotta sit down and you gotta write shit down. Write down what you need to do. Most people play the role of the victim in the movie. Yeah, this life is fucking me over, man. I could have had this and I should have had that. And why does this guy get that? And why does that guy get this? All things that are completely unrelated to you. All things that you find other people's success is a downfall in your own existence. Instead of being inspired and choosing to be positive, trying to achieve whatever the fuck you have written down, you just sit around and spiral. Those are my favorite stories. Whoa. Those are my favorite stories. Like, wow, my dad was a bad motherfucker. Those are my favorite stories. I love a success story, but even more than a success story, I like a dude who fucks his life up and then gets it back together again story. There's nothing more miserable than sitting around someone who's fucking complaining all the time. It is one of the most annoying things ever. Everybody hates it. When someone just sits around and they complain about their life and they don't do jack shit about it. And you tiptoe around it, you don't know what to say. Well, she gets upset when you bring that up. I don't want to bring that up. And you want to go, you fucking crazy bitch, you know what's wrong with your life. Stop announcing it to everybody else and go out and fix that shit. Fix that shit. Fix that shit. Bitch, you know what's wrong with your life. Stop announcing it to everybody else and go out and fix that shit. My dad was a bad motherfucker. He really did what he had to do. Wow, my mom really got her shit together. Those are my favorite stories. I love a success story, but even more than a success story, I like a dude who fucks his life up and then gets it back together again story. Go! Those are my favorite stories. Those are my favorite stories. Wow, my dad was a bad motherfucker. Those are my favorite stories. I love a success story, but even more than a success story, I like a dude who fucks his life up and then gets it back together again story. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Mix in the chat page, yo! Free consciousness, yo, I gave up complaining for Lent. Congratulations. Big Bad Wolf, this was me. I was going to graduate early from high school. My parents moved me again. I ended up dropping out. Years later, returned, got my GED and did a double major from UOFA. With over a 3.0. Now I'm own my home and I take care of mother full time. Come on! Come on! That's power! Akira The Don, Joe Rogan, my favorite stories. Before that, Akira The Don, JBP, Strength. Now we bring it in Dr. Paul Harvey! Make some noise to Paul Harvey up in this thing.
How come after thousands of years of experiment, our new nation has come so far, so fast? All this in less than 200 years. What is the secret of our success? Well, I think it had to do with a basic American's creed. Perhaps it never passed the pioneer's lips in this form, but if it had, I think he would have said something like this.
I believe in my God, in my country, and in myself. I believe in my God, in my country, and in myself.
I know that sounds like a trite, too simple thing to say, and yet it's a rare man today who will dare to stand up and say, I believe in my God and my country
And in myself.
And in that order.
And in myself.
When the early American pioneer first turned his eyes toward the West, there were only Indian trails or traces, as they were called, for him to follow through the wilderness. Do you know today you can roller skate from Miami to Seattle? From San Diego to Plymouth Rock? In this little bitty instant, as historical time is measured, our 7% of the Earth's population has come to possess more than half of all the world's good things. How come? Well, sir, when that early pioneer turned his eyes toward the West, he didn't demand that somebody else look after us. He didn't demand a free education. He didn't demand a guaranteed rocking chair at eventide. He didn't demand that somebody else take care of him if he got ill or got old. There was an old-fashioned philosophy in those days that a man was supposed to provide for his own and for his own future.
Yeah.
He didn't demand a maximum amount of money for a minimum amount of work. Nor did he expect pay for no work at all. Come to think of it, he didn't demand anything. That hard-handed pioneer just looked out there at the rolling plains, stretching away to the tall green mountains, and then lifted his eyes to the blue skies and said, Thank you, God. Now I can take it from here. Thank you, God. Now I can take it from here. That spirit isn't dead in our country. It's dormant. It's been discredited in some circles, driven underground, but it isn't dead. It's just that a few seasons ago, politicians baiting their hooks with free barbecue and trading a Ponzi promise for votes began telling us we don't want opportunity anymore, we want security. We don't want opportunity, we want security.
We don't want opportunity, we want security.
They said it so often we came to believe them. We want security. They gave us chains, and we were secure. Suddenly, with our constitutional guarantees depleted, with our national character eroding away, with our tax laws penalizing those who dare to prosper, with workers concentrating on how little they can get by with instead of how much they can produce, suddenly we looked overhead one day to discover that the first tin moon in space was a Russian accomplishment. That free men dragging their feet had been outdistanced by slave workers dragging their chains, and we were sore afraid. Perhaps this was a disguised blessing too. Maybe a dramatic accomplishment by this Cold War adversary was necessary to get us off our dead centers and back to work again. If we can revive in ourselves, then in our youth, something of that basic American's creed, the horizon has never ever been so limitless. For man stands now on the threshold of his highest adventure of all. His first faltering footsteps into space. 20 years from today, half of the products you will be using in your everyday living aren't even in the dictionary. We've got it made. We just keep on keeping on. We've got it made.
We got it made!
If we don't, we will follow those other great nation states of history. The graveyard of ignominious oblivion. History promises only this for certain.
We will get
exactly what we deserve. Thank you, God. Now I can take it from here. Thank you, God.
Now I can take it from here.
Thank you, God. Now I can take it from here.
Thank you, God. Now I can take
some noise for Paul Harvey. The great Paul Harvey there in the Meaningwave universe. So blessed to have Paul Harvey in the Meaningwave universe.
Well, the fact that life is transient is part of its liveliness. The poets, in speaking of the transience of the world, always utter their best poetry. You know, our revels now are ended. These our actors, as I foretold you, are all spirits. And these our actors, as I foretold you, are all. These our actors, as I foretold you, are all. Our revels now are. You know.
Hang on.
Our revels now are ended. These our actors, as I foretold you, are all spirits. And our revels now are ended. These our actors, as I foretold you, are all spirits.
Whoa, our revels now are ended.
These our actors, as I foretold you, are all spirits.
Whoa, our revels now are ended.
These our actors, as I foretold you, are all spirits. And are melted into air.
Then,
And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great earth itself, fie, all which it inherits will dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a wreck behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. We are such stuff, we are such stuff, we are such stuff, we are such stuff. Our revels now are ended. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. Now are ended. We are such stuff, we are such stuff, we are such stuff, we are such stuff, we are such stuff as dreams are made of. We are such stuff as dreams are made of.
And our little life is grounded and asleep. Our revels now are ended. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. Our revels now are ended. Revels now are ended. Revels now are ended.
Revels now are ended. Revels now are ended. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. And our revels now are ended. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. Revels now are ended. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. Revels now are ended. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. We are such stuff as dreams are made of. And since so well, it doesn't seem so bad after all, does it?
Yeah, yeah.
You see, there's always in the poetry of evanescence a kind of funny nostalgia. Moralists will say, those lovely lips delight to kiss today will in a few years rot and disclose the grinning teeth of a skull.
So what?
The skull says, lying in the grass, chattering finch and waterfly are not merrier than I. Here among the flowers I lie, laughing everlastingly. Oh, I may not tell the best. Surely, friends, I could have guessed. Death was but the good king's jest. It was hid so carefully.
Our Rebels now are ended. 2024 demo version in progress. I was just doing some experiments on it right there that I rather liked. I always wanted that song to have a chorus. I made that album very fast. And so there's going to be a new version of it. And the other version will exist still, so you'll have all you want for it. Yeah. Shouts out to everybody locked in live. What's up, Calais? What up, Shecky? What up, Michael? What up, Big Bad Wolf? Henry Garcia, Free Consciousness. Letitia Mendoza, Macedo. Elias Heinzian. Yo, just stopping by to say love from Brazil. Shouts out to Brazil. Shouts out to everybody locked in. It's good to see you. If you did not know, we're currently running a campaign for which there are 5 days left to back. We just hit our first stretch goal last night. We hit our funding goal on Friday, which means that we had hit the amount that it would require to get the CDs pressed and all that sort of stuff. Although Mamadon told me the calculations were slightly wrong on that, but never mind. We hit the goal we'd set. And then we set some stretch goals, some amazing stretch goals, and we hit the very first one yesterday. That was to get a unheard song played. A never-before-heard song from a forthcoming album called The Strangest Secret in the World. That got played last night. If you did not hear that, check out last night's stream. Hang on a sec. Oh, dear. Oops. If you missed that, then check out last night's stream. I put a time code in the stream description, so if you want to check that out, hang on, back up my brain. Stretch goals. Yeah, so here's the first stretch goal, 10K, unreleased song from The Strangest Secret. Will be played on stream. Let me refresh this. Let's see. Where did that go? So I updated this. Oh, okay. Now I understand. Yeah. Let me pull it over here. I'm trying to do so many things with my brain all at once. I updated it in this section. You can't update campaign updates. Ironically enough. Yeah, brand new unheard song Conformity was played on stream last night. We hit it last night. Thanks to the combined powers of our backers, including our new producer, Sway the Producer. So here on last night's stream, we did. And this record is very amazing. Yes, it is. Anyway, that happened last night. So if you want to check that out, check out last night's stream. The time code is in the, it's here. It's over here. So if you go to meaningwave.com, then click through to the Indiegogo campaign and just look at the stretch goal section, you can click on it there. We'll be doing this. We'll be updating stretch goals as we hit them in this section. Our next stretch goal is 11K to get the Wheel of Vibes special event unlocked. It would be wonderful to do that tomorrow. So if you are waiting to back the campaign, wait no longer and go do it now so we can do our Wheel of Vibes special event. Other stretch goals include deluxe CD packaging for the Meditations 2 CDs and 1. Meditations 1 and 2 are on CD as part of this. We're going to bring back Wilma. There's an unreleased William Shatner song. There's a call-in show, a brand new Alan Watts song, the demo version of the album for everybody, a magnet, the third and fourth songs from the Marcus Aurelius album revealed, vinyl edition, and ultimately we are aiming at making live shows happen. We're aiming at purchasing a visa, flying around the country, performing live shows and meetups, something people have been asking me to do for the entire duration of the Meaningwave experiment, which is going pretty well for an experiment, I would say. It feels like it works. Oh boy. So anyway, hit the link in the description or the pinned chat to go check out the campaign. See if there's a perk that suits you. And if you would just like to donate to the campaign, some people have been asking me about this, you can do that. That's pretty simple. You just click that See Options bit there, and then you can just make a contribution to the campaign. And you can do that as many times as you like. And at any amount you like. So if you want to contribute $55,000, you can. If you want to contribute $550,000, you can. If you want to contribute 55 cents, you can. Life is as kind as you let it be. Ooh, that reminds me.
Meaningwave. Life is as kind as you let it be.
I love it when that happens. I just love it when that happens. Anyway, so if you've not yet backed the campaign, I know there's a lot of you that haven't. Hundreds of thousands of you, billions, in fact, of people have not yet backed the campaign. I know it's crazy to think, but it's true. So if you've not yet backed it, maybe consider backing it today so we can hit some stretch goals and keep this exciting train moving. Did I mention... I think I scrolled over that one very fast. This one's quite exciting. They're all very exciting. But see this, 13K. Brand new Goggins song from the forthcoming album, Goggins 2. An insanely epic song. I will play it on the stream. So you definitely want that to happen. Yeah! Shouts out everybody locked in. What a 2076. Doing Zen, British watching, Big Bad Wolf, Brazil has good jiu-jitsu. Yes, it does. Shecky's in the house. Hey, time travelers, I'm a little late. What up, Shecky, you bad man?
Meaningwave.com, because happiness is a side effect of meaning.
That's right. And you could go Meaningwave.com and then just click through to the Indiegogo campaign by clicking my lovely face. And you can also check, other things that have been going on in the latest section. I got a feeling the latest section might slip behind over the next few days. Since Jason Eva, you might have noticed he's not here tonight. Jason Eva is taking a little bit of time off. His whole family are going to go to some remote place. His entire family are going to go to some remote place and do epic family stuff and heal generational concerns and be mighty and great. And there won't be any internet where they're going, which is quite mad. So anyway, this might slip behind a bit over here, but maybe it won't. But I do have so much to do. Anyway, if you're ever wonder if you've missed anything, you can always go Meaningwave.com and you'll know if you've missed anything. Because we post everything here in these little mini blogs, but then we also do This Week in Meaningwave. And This Week in Meaningwave is great because it brings together all of the stuff that's happened in Meaningwave. So if you read this week's This Week in Meaningwave, you have direct links. You have I write some stuff and I talk to you, la 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 la, and then we list all the things that happened in that week. Better Than Justice, single and music video, we have the link to that. Interviews and podcasts that occurred, we have the links to those. The Normal World appearance, Chrissy Mayer's podcast, What I Was On Last Week, Calais' The Works podcast that I was on last week. We have links to the streams and what happened in them. You see, so it's a useful endeavor. And if you're ever I wonder if I've missed out on some Meaningwave activity this week, just go Meaningwave.com and worry not, no FOMO. Haveth ye nay FOMO. You will always know what is going on if you go to Meaningwave.com, because happiness is a side effect of meaning. And if you want to back the campaign, you can go Meaningwave.com and click the face of righteousness, and go there. And why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that? Well, you do that because you're a wave-riding individual. You're a bad motherfucker. You want to see Meaningwave propagated out into the world. And you're powerful. Most of all, you are powerful and you understand the power that you have. You got a touch.
You got the touch.
Yo!
You You got the power.
Yeah, you do. Boom! Get the stream yeeted in one song. Whoa! See, this would be a good time for a dancing Wilma. And various other people.
After all is said and done, you've never walked, you've never run, you're a winner. Got the moves, you know the street. Break the rules, take the heat. You're nobody's fool.
Now,
you're at your best when the going gets rough. You've been put to the test, but it's never enough.
never! You got the.
You got the power.
That's right, all them power emojis in the chat. Let's go.
When all hell's breaking loose, you'll be right in the eye of the storm.
Whoa!
You got the heart.
You do!
You got the motion. You know that when things get too tough, you got the touch.
Whoa! Whoa!
You never bend, you never break. You seem to know just what it takes. You're a fighter. It's in the blood, it's in the will, it's in the mighty hands of steel. When you're standing your ground, and you never get hit when your back's to the wall. Gonna fight to the end, and you're taking it all. You got the touch. You got the power.
Whoa!
When all hell's breaking loose, you'll be right in the eye of the storm. You got the heart. You got the motion. You know that when things get too tough, you got the touch.
What up, Cedric Tej? Yes, you do. Man, the dances, you got a touch. Free consciousness, you do. Chad Comstock, you do. Shaky Pavel, you do. Henry Garcia, you do.
You know you got that touch.
Yo, if you locked in, you never commented before, you still. You got it. I see you.
You're at your best when the going gets rough. You've been put to the test, but it's never
Never.
You got the touch. You got the power.
Boom.
You got the touch.
Yeah.
You got the power.
Yeah. You got the power. Yeah, you do.
Self-reliance always, strength, perseverance, self-control. Hard work and persistence, self-reliance always cheerful, strength, perseverance, self-control. Compassion, unwavering adherence to decisions once he'd reached them. Indifference is superficial honors. Listening to anyone who could contribute to the public good. His dogged determination to treat people as they deserved. A sense of when to push and when to back off. His altruism. Not expecting his friends to keep him entertained at dinner or to travel with him. And anyone who had to stay behind to take care of something always found him the same when he returned. His searching questions at meetings, a kind of single-mindedness, almost never content with first impressions or breaking up the discussion prematurely. His constancy to friends, never getting fed up with them or playing favorites. And his advanced planning, well in advance. And his discreet attention to even minor things. His restrictions on acclamations and all attempts to flatter him. His constant devotion to the empire's need. His stewardship of the treasury, willingness to take responsibility and blame for both. His attitude to the gods, no superstitiousness. His attitude to men, no demagoguery. No currying favor, no pandering. Always sober, always steady, never vulgar or a prey to fads. No currying favor, no pandering. Always sober, always steady, never vulgar or a prey to fads. Hard work and persistence, self-reliance always, strength, perseverance, self-control. Hard work and persistence, self-reliance always cheerful, strength, perseverance, self-control. The way he handled the material comforts that fortune had supplied him in such abundance, without arrogance and without apology. If they were there, he took advantage. If not, he didn't miss them. No one ever called him glib or shameless or pedantic. They saw him for what he was, a man tested by life, accomplished, unswayed by flattery, qualified to govern both himself and them.
Both himself and them.
His respect for people who practice philosophy,
at least those sincere about it,
but without denigrating others or listening to them.
His ability to feel at ease with people and to put them at their ease without being pushy.
His willingness to take adequate care of himself. Not a hypochondriac obsessed with his appearance, but not ignoring things either. With the result that he hardly ever needed medical attention, or drugs or any sort of salve or ointment.
This in particular.
His willingness to yield the floor to experts in oratory, law, psychology, whatever, and to support them energetically, so each can fulfill his potential. He respected tradition without need to constantly congratulate himself on safeguarded traditional values. Not prone to go off on tangents or pulled in all directions, but sticking with the same old places
and the same old things. The way he could have one of his migraines to go right back to what he was doing.
Fresh at the top of his game, that he had so few secrets, only state secrets, in fact,
and not all that many of those.
The way he kept public actions within reasonable bounds, games, building projects, because he looked to what needed doing and not the credit to be gained from doing it.
No bathing in strange hours!
No self-indulgent building projects, no concern for food or the cut and colour of his clothes, or having attractive slaves. He never exhibited rudeness, lost control of himself, turned violent. No one saw him sweat. Everything was to be approached logically and with due consideration, in a calm and orderly fashion, but decisively, with no loose ends.
You could have said of him that he knew how to enjoy abstaining from things that open easy to enjoy, but to be strong enough both to one and be sober and the other is the mark of a man with a perfect and invincible soul. But to be strong enough both is the mark of a man with a perfect and invincible soul.
Hard work and persistence, self-reliance always, strength, perseverance, self-control.
Hard work and
persistence, self-reliance
always cheerful,
perseverance,
self-control.
persistence, self-reliance, always, perseverance, self-control, hard work and persistence, self-reliance, always cheerful strength, perseverance, self-control, Originally called My Adopted Father, which I know, because my instrumental version is still called My Adopted Father. Yeah! Shecky says I'm in the old school Meaningwave, dolphins and palm trees. Righteousness. What a big bad wolf. What a Shecky, what a Chad, what a Amanda. Shouts out to one and all. That was the Meaningwave Power Show. We got to touch, we got the power. Oh. Hey, oh. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yay, 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 oh. Hey, yay, yay, yay. Hey, oh. Hey, oh. Hey, yay, 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 yay. No one man should have all that. Clock's ticking, I can't take that. Yeah! Wow. No one man should have all that power.
she is catching up with me. Taking my inner child, I'm fighting for custody. With these responsibilities that they entrusted me. As I look down at my diamond encrusted piece, thinking no one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the powder. Feel that, fuck that, the world's ours.
Yeah! 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 Ha ha ha! Yo, that was crazy. Woo. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Wow. Yeah, we took that full circle. That was not planned. None of that was planned. I had no plan when I stepped up to this booth. I just went in. But if you were paying attention, you'll notice we started with a strange sort of remix in a different key to what it's normally played in of Kanye's Power. And we ended with one. Because that's what we do. Here on the Meaningstream, we play epic records. We have epic conversations, and we create epic magic that doesn't exist anywhere else. Beautiful moments in time that you get to bear witness to and be a part of, and part of the creation of. You bad motherfucker, you! Oh! Was.
Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the powder. Feel that, fuck that, the world's ours. No one man should have all.
That being said, thank you all for being here. If you've not yet backed the campaign, consider backing it today so that we can have Wheel of Vibes special event tomorrow. That would be really cool. Hit the link in the description. We are, where are we at? We are 496 USD away. That's just like one person getting a mask and CD set. That's all that is. That's easily done. That's easily done. Thank you to everyone who's here tonight. Thank you everyone who supported this broadcast. Thank you, Chris Champagne, Simon Gonzalez, Julia Hines, Alan V, Cedric Taj, our new backer. Shouts out to our new backers. Shouts out to everyone who supports Meaningwave. Without you, we don't exist. And I gotta say, I like existing. You know what I mean? I'm happy to be here. It's a great, exciting, wonderful thing to be here at this most auspicious juncture in the human story with you all. I'm really excited for everything that we're gonna do together. We're just getting started over here. Can you feel it? No one man should have all that power. Ticking, I just said that I was.
Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. Feel that, fuck that, the world's ours. No one man should have all that
power.
The clock's ticking, I just count the
hours.
Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the
powder.
Feel that, fuck that,
the world's ours. Was ours. We'll be back, baby. Smash that like on the way out. Leave a comment. Head on over to meaningwave.com. Back the campaign. Be excellent to one another. Celebrate your mother. We'll be back ASAP, baby. Love you. Oh, shit. Yeah, there's going to be a mixtape tomorrow morning. Mixtape tomorrow morning. That's uploading right now. Let's go!